Hey, welcome back, man. It's Mr.RagsToRiches with some more Rags to Riches credit tips, man. Look, today we finna be going over trade lines. I'm finna break everything down about trade lines, primary trade lines, authorized user trade lines, installment, revolving, everything. I'm finna break it down for you today because some of y'all be confused about what really is a trade line. So everything that's on your credit report is basically a trade line. So I'm finna break everything down for you today, man, and we finna get right into it, man. Most powerful trade line that's gonna be on your credit report gonna be your primary trade line, man. So you gotta know the most powerful trade line on your credit report gonna be your primary trade line. See, your primary trade line is the most powerful because this the trade line that's in your name. It's 100% yours. You're responsible for this trade line, for taking care of it. It's not an authorized user, you feel me? So this is what the bank look for. They don't care about nothing else but primary. These hold the most weight because it show them that you can take care of credit, that you can actually take care of credit because it's your trade line, man. So your primary is gonna be everything that's on your credit report. Credit card, personal loan, student loan, etc. Everything that's on your credit report that's in your name, nobody else in your name, that's a primary trade line, man. So you got different types of trade lines, and let me break it down for you. Now, revolving trade lines, those still primary trade lines, but it's a different type of trade line report. So your revolving trade line, revolving trade line, I hope I spelled that right. Those gonna be your credit cards, gas cards, business credit cards, store cards. Now with these, your revolving trade lines, look, this way it get trickier. Your revolving trade lines control your utilization. You feel me? So this what controls your utilization. You do not have a fixed amount to pay back every month. You can pay the minimum balance on your credit cards, you feel me? So those the difference between revolving and installment trade lines. Now, I'm finna break down installment for you too, but revolving trade lines directly impact your utilization, man. You wanna keep that utilization under 30. But when you're going out for funding and all that, I say 3 to 10%. But revolving the trade lines directly get to your utilization. Now I'm finna break down revolving trade line. Now your revolving trade line still can be a primary trade line. Now I'm finna break down revolving trade. Now I'm finna break down revolving trade lines. Revolving trade lines are credit accounts that you can use, reuse, pay down. You don't have a fixed amount with revolving trade lines. Now your revolving trade lines are gonna be your credit cards, because you control the balance. Credit card, store card, gas cards, your business credit card. Now, all these are revolving trade lines, you feel me? Because you control the balance. It's not a fixed payment every month. So that's why the credit cards let you pay a minimum balance back every month. You don't have to pay the full amount. Those are revolving trade lines, man. Now, this way it gets tricky at. Your revolving trade line is like, let me how to put this. It's a direct impact to your credit card utilization. You feel me? So your credit card utilization is make up 30% or your entire score. You feel me? So this why it's so important, because you got to make sure that you taking care of your utilization. Before you go out for funding, you can't have a maxed out credit card and then try to go get another credit card. They're going to deny you because you just maxed this out. Well, we're going to give you another card. Pay that down first and then come back, you feel me? So these are revolving trade lines. Let me show you the difference between a revolving trade line and an installment trade line, because it's a difference, man. Remember, these are still primaries, you feel me? Do not forget, all these are trade lines, but it's a revolving trade line and an installment trade line. Now your installment trade line will be your auto loan, that's your car, your personal loan, you feel me? Your mortgage, stuff like that with a fixed amount that you have to pay back every month. Those gonna be your installment loans, because you do not control the balance with your installment loans, you feel me? This showed them that you can handle long-term payments, you feel me? So it might hold a little bit more weight because it's a bigger balance and you just controlling it long-term and you paying it back on time. So this was gonna make them give you some funding, you feel me? If you got a big installment loan and you paying it back on time every month, hey, they might give you something that match it or something that's more. So you gotta know the difference between these primaries, trade lines. Get to where everybody be so thirsty over, man. Authorized user trade line, better known as AUs, man. Now, authorized user trade line is when somebody adds you to their existing credit card and you're gonna benefit from it. You're gonna benefit from the payment history, the credit age, and the credit limit. Like say like your mama, your granny, or a friend. They got a 10-year-old Amex or a 10-year-old card, and you're gonna get all that payment history. You're gonna get that limit. You're gonna get the utilization because you gotta make sure all this stuff perfect. You don't wanna jump on nobody's card and they got missed payments, you feel me? They got messed up utilization. They maxed out their card. Those are the wrong credit cards to jump on. Don't just jump on your homie card and they don't pay their bills on time. That's gonna mess up your score too. But when you jump on a good authorized user, you're gonna get that age, you're gonna get that limit. And to see that 30 to 100 point increase, you gotta make sure that it reports to all 3 bureaus. So you gotta make sure that you're looking out for that. Because all trade lines or authorized user trade lines, they don't report to every bureaus, man. So you gotta make sure that you're looking out for that. Today, man, I just broke down the fundamentals about trade lines. So after this video, you should know everything about a primary, installment, revolving, authorized user. You should know the difference between these trade lines, man. But I just dropped my Rags to Riches trade line ebook. It's breaking down some more sauce of how to get them, how to price your trade lines, how to sell your trade lines. Everything about trade lines, I just dropped it in that book. But today I just broke down the fundamentals for people who do not know about trade lines or don't know the difference between trade lines. But if you want to know a little bit more, I advise you to purchase my ebook, man. Follow me on YouTube at Mr.RagsToRiches. Follow me on Instagram, Mr.RagsToRiches. TikTok, everywhere, man. Mr.RagsToRiches, man. Look, today I just dropped that trade line jewels today. Look, we out.